Shalom. G-Man Silent Sit Downs coming with a quick video. I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Baal Shem, Yahweh Shai, double honors to the elder apostles of GMS. Peace and salutations to the elect out there, spreading this word in sincerity and in truth all over the four corners of the earth. Okay, this video is gonna be about the cow, the heifer. And the reason I want to speak on this topic is because I was working with this coolie, this Hindustan guy, this Indian, not Indiano, but a guy from India type of dude. And we was talking about religion and stuff, and I asked him if he eats cow. And he was like, yeah, I don't give a fuck, but my mom's, she doesn't eat cow. And the reason I asked that question is because I know those Elamites, they worship the cow, man. And I asked him, do you know where that comes from? And he was like, yeah, I don't know. I don't really know. But, the reason they worship it is because the cow gives them milk. So they pray to the cow. Okay, so, I did some research. And of course, I know what the origin is. So that's what I'm gonna talk about. And some things that the heathens do, basically to mock us and to make fun of us and stuff. And these dumb Elamites, they do it without knowing what the origin is. So this is Exodus chapter 32. Verse 1. And when the people saw that Moses delayed to come down out of the mount, the people gathered themselves together unto Aaron, and said unto him, Up, make us gods, which shall go before us. For as for this Moses, the man that brought us up out of the land of Egypt, we would not what is become of him. So basically, these guys over here that asked Aaron to make. Listen, this is the craziest part. They asked Aaron if they can make a god. If you have to make something, then you already know that you are higher than the thing you make yourself. But what did they do? They created something out of a stone or something out of gold, and then they worship it. But that's the biggest nonsense you can do, because that thing that you made required your power. And what is the Most High? The Most High is a power we have to rely on. But a statue that you are gonna worship relies on your power. So that already shows you are higher than the image you make. Because if the image falls, then you are gonna be the person that has to put it straight, man. So these guys, let me read it again. Exodus chapter 32 and 1. And when the people saw that Moses delayed to come down out of the mount, the people gathered themselves together unto Aaron, and said unto him, Up, make us gods, which shall go before us. For as for this Moses, the man that brought us up out of the land of Egypt, we would not what is become of him. So they didn't know where Moses was, man. If something happened with him or whatever. But Moses was 40 days and 40 nights in Mount Sinai with the Most High, man, discussing law, statutes, and commandments, or receiving the law, statutes, and commandments from Yahweh Baal Shem Yahweh Shai, man, to give unto the people. But these are these impatient type of dudes, man. These guys that lack faith. These guys that are back here today that don't want to wait upon Yahweh Baal Shem Yahweh Shai, man. Guys that lost faith and lost patience. Verse 2. And Aaron said unto them, Break off the golden earrings which are in the ears of your wives, of your sons, and of your daughters, and bring them unto me. So here you see that because you always got these heathens, right? You know, when they step up to the camp, they be like, yeah, but y'all wearing earrings. Y'all not supposed to wear earrings. So this shows you that it says your wives, which are in the ears of your wives, of your sons, and of your daughters, because our sons, men, was also wearing earrings and are still wearing earrings up to this day, like you see it with the man of Yasha'Allah, man. So that's cut, you know, without it being planned. So verse 3, and the people break off the golden earrings which were in their ears, and brought them unto Aaron. And he received them at their hand, and fashioned it with a graven tool, after he had made a molten calf. And they said, these be thy gods, O Israel, which brought thee up out of the land of Egypt. And when Aaron saw it, he built an altar before it. And Aaron made proclamation and said, tomorrow is the feast of the Lord Yahweh. And they rose up early in the morning and offered burnt offerings and brought peace offerings. And the people sat down to eat and to drink, and rose up to play. And Yahweh said unto Moses, go, get thee down, for thy people, which thou broughtest out of the land of Egypt, have corrupted themselves. Exactly, and that's what you do when you worship images, man. That's what you do when you bow down to a stone in Mecca. That's what you do when you go to a place like Rio de Janeiro and bow down to an image of Caesar Borgia, you know. But it's about the calf, man. The molten calf was the first thing, the first graven image where our people prayed to, and where we went to go off from, man. You know, of course, you had the fake gods in Egypt, which our people also worshipped. But this golden calf was the first image that was being worshipped by our people, man, whereby they went off, you know. So then here you got the information about the Indians, the people from India. You know, they worship cows. You know, they pray to cows. But then you have this, and it is in Holland, man. And this is what these fucking Edomites do, man. What they do is they want to mock us with their in their society. They want to mock us. Look, in Holland, this is like a movie award. When you made the best movie, you win this golden calf. You know, so it's basically a mockery type of thing, because why does it have to be a calf? Why does it have to be a calf? Why does it have to represent us? Here you see it too, man. But they put themselves in the image, which this was all so-called black people, you know. But why does it have to be a golden calf? Something by which we basically went off in the sight of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Like the Most High said, they have corrupted their ways. Why does it have to be this? Because that's the thing what these Edomites do. They mock us. They want to show our transgressions before Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. That's the same as Satan, man. That's the same as Satan does, man. Satan wants you to go off and then show the cause in front of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, man. Let me see if I can grab an example. Job chapter 2 verse 2. And Yahweh said unto Satan, from whence comest thou? And Satan answered Yahweh, and said, from going to and fro in the earth, and from walking up and down in it. And Yahweh said unto Satan, hast thou considered my servant Job? So Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, you know, the Most High Yahweh, he was very pleased by looking at Job. But then Satan came, and the word Satan means adversary. Let me grab that real quick, if my internet allows it, because my MBs are my mobile data is over. So here you see Satan. In the Hebrew it says Shatan, which means adversary, superhuman adversary, let me see, enemy. You see, so Satan is our enemy. And what do enemies do? Enemies want to go against you, man. Enemies want to be want to show you know, the one up high, the highest. They want to show him like, hey, see, this guy is going off. So that's what Satan is to us, man. That's why, especially on days like today, the Sabbath is the new moon, Satan will set up people that are gonna make you so fucking angry, you know, that you go off. Satan will set up Satan will set up guys that will send you like, for example, this morning, man, I got this Antillean dude at the job. All of a sudden, on the Shabbat, this guy be sending me naked pics of bitches, man. And I be like, what? Today on the Shabbat, you want to send me this? Of course, he doesn't know, but Satan knows, man. That's Satan, man. You're going to look at those pictures, you know? So Satan always wants to go against us, man. Satan always trying to let us go off in the way of Yahweh Shema Shai. So going on, verse 3, I believe verse 3, yeah. And Yahweh said unto Satan, hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and an upright man, one that feareth the Most High and escheweth evil, and still he holdeth fast in his integrity, although thou movest me against him to destroy him without a cause. So what Satan already accomplished was receiving the allowance from the Most High, because Satan has to ask the Most High. Satan is under the Most High. He has to ask the Most High if he can do something and commit this evil things, because the scripture in Amos, I believe, says, shall there be evil done in the city and the Lord had not done it? Because the Most High does everything, man. He just gives the charge to Satan, man. So whenever it says Satan had done it, it was under the allowance of the Most High Yahweh, you know. And the Most High said unto Satan, hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and an upright man, one that feareth the Most High and escheweth evil, and still he holdeth fast his integrity, although thou movest me against him to destroy him without cause? Because Satan already, you know, in verse 1, chapter 1, destroyed his family, man, his sons, his daughter, his cattle, his land, his house, you know. And now Satan is moving against the Most High again by trying to destroy Job himself. So verse 4 says, and Satan answered Yahweh and said, skin for skin, yea, all that a man had will he give for his life. But put forth thine hand now and touch his bone and his flesh, and he will curse thee to thy face. So what Satan is trying to accomplish is to set up the Most High against us, man. You know, that's why it's a fucking filthy ass demon, man. And for the brothers, I recommend you to learn how to rebuke Satan in the Hebrew, because Satan is a powerful entity, man. And especially on men that are pushing the word of Yahweh Shema Shai, he will come heavy, man. Just like how Satan came upon Yahweh Shai even before he was teaching, man. Satan already came and said, like, bow down to me and I will give you all these kingdoms, you know, because he already knew what Yahweh Shai was gonna do. So Satan tries to set the Most High up against us, just like how wicked niggas trying to set up, you know, homies against each other. So what Esau is doing here is basically showing or reminding the Most High of our transgressions, you know. And then you got niggas Then you got niggas in between those heathens, happy, rejoicing about having this golden calf, man. You know? So that's what these heathens do, man. And the origin of it is clear to see. It's the scriptures, man. Because even when you type golden in Dutch is gouden kalf, which means golden calf, you know, the first thing that it says at the top, it says related golden calf of the Bible. You know? So that's it, man. That's what they're trying to do. These fucking devils trying to set up the Most High against us, because they are under Satan, man. They're the left-hand side. And then you have these dumbass Elamites. What they do is they pray unto these cows, man. Why do they pray unto these cows? Because they believe that these cows are givers of life. Why? They really enjoy drinking milk. That's actually the bullshit about it. The reason that they pray to these cows is because they get cheese, milk, and yogurt from them, which is milk. But the reason the cow gives his milk is because he needs to feed his calves. But still, they worship it, man. They worship it, and the place where it comes from is from us, man, because our wicked ancestors went to pray to this heifer, man, and now Esau still does it, man, you know. But they changed that heifer into a owl, you know. They call it Molech, which Molech comes from the Hebrew Malak, which means king. So this is Tobit chapter 1 verse 5. Now all the tribes which together revolted, and the house of my father Naphtali sacrificed unto the heifer Baal. And if you look up the word heifer, it says a young cow, especially one that has not yet given birth to a calf. That's why a calf, that we went to worship a golden calf, you know. So here it says a heifer is a young cow, you know. And that's why they made this movie award a golden calf. A heifer, you see. So back to Tobit, you know, they sacrificed unto the heifer Baal. And then you got Molech, you know, which comes from Molech. And hey, you see it, man. It's a cow, you know, which is basically Satan, man. You see it. Baal is basically Satan, which Baal, I believe Baal means Lord, man. You know. And then these Edomites, they took it, and they worshipped the owl, which is also Molech. Molech, what's that fucking filthy ass place? Bohemian Grove. So they worship this, man. You know, that's their Molech. That's their Lord. That's Satan, man. You know, so basically that's the point I wanted to make. Is like, you know, these heathens, they follow things. They don't know what they are following, man. They don't know the origin. They don't know where it came from. You know, they worship basically the things that we worship when we went off from following Yahweh Shemel Shai, man. Set up their religion. But then you got these fucking filthy Edomites that want to mock us with making this a noble winning prize, movie award, whatever, man. Fucking filthy cave beast, man. You know? So yeah, man, with that I want to say Kala Lalyam Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Shalom to the elect.